A big topic of discussion as we have started off this brand new week has been bitter cold temperatures. We were talking about wind chills late last night, well into the negatives, even the negative double digits for some. And if you're out and about, maybe late at night and you see lights on, you might have seen something like this. Let me go ahead and get out of the way and show you. This is what we call a light or an ice pillar. And this is what happens when we get the temperatures very, very cold, especially aloft into the atmosphere. That light will literally reflect off of any ice crystals floating around, and then you get that pillar shape. So if you see that, we have the chance to even see it tonight. That's just kind of what we talk about when we've got these very cold temperatures. So a little science lesson for you there. Let's go ahead and talk about lake effect snow. We also have that still in the forecast, as we're going to be talking about northwest winds still coming off of the big lakes. Now, it's been a little bit more isolated in the coverage, at least from earlier today. Antrim, Kalkaska, western Chippewa, and Luce County still holding on to winter alerts into tomorrow. But as we're getting into the day on Wednesday, winds are going to take a little bit more of a northerly jog, pretty much meaning we're going to talk still about some lake effect snow, but I think the placement for some of those snow showers is going to be looking a little bit better as you're going closer to the immediate lake shore. So areas from Ludington, Manistee, Frankfort, I think you're going to have a little bit of a better chance at some of these bands, and if they do happen to move on shore, that could be a few quick inches of some lake effect snow, as not only are we going throughout Wednesday, but still that northerly component hanging out even as we're going right there into the day on Thursday. So we're still looking at one model run here, but where you do see again some of those darker blues closer right near the immediate lake shore. Same deal as you're going just downwind of Lake Superior too, even areas near Newberry going into Luce County, Alger County back towards Munising. You even could talk about several more inches of some lake effect snow from now until we're getting later into the day on Wednesday. It's been a windy start to the week. Here's a look at the gusts as we get into the day tomorrow. Not as strong. I still think near the lake shore there could be some gusts getting closer to 20, maybe even 25, but not as windy as we're getting into the day tomorrow. Live weather stations out there right now. It is still very, very cold. There's a look at Cadillac, only 10 degrees. Wind out of the west right now at about 7 miles per hour. McBain pretty close to that as well. Your current number also at 10, with your wind currently sitting right there at 8 miles per hour. Numbers as we get past midnight tonight, still going to be a cold overnight period. Not as cold as where we started from earlier this morning. There's a look at your numbers. Eastern upper tip of the mid, still a lot of numbers. Air temperatures alone closer to zero. Western lower, farther inland, same story. The lake influence closer to Lake Michigan will keep our lakeshore communities just a hair warmer. Still some teens, but still going to be a cold overnight period for you tonight. Eastern lower, your numbers still right there, back into the single digits. Mile, Atlanta, -1, so it is still going to be very, very cold. Don't forget about your pets again tonight. Keep them nice and warm. Central lower, your numbers still right there into the single digits, closer to zero. Farther inland, again, the Lake Michigan influence will keep our lakeshore communities, Ludington and Hart, just a touch warmer, but we're still talking about those cold numbers for the overnight. Numbers as we get you into the day tomorrow, we're still talking about some teens. Some of our central counties could peak into the low 20s. That's going to be the extent of the heat there. However, there you go into the next 7. By the time we're going later into the week, by the weekend, it's a slow warm up, but by the time we go into Sunday, a little bit of a mix. But we could talk about the numbers, Adam, right there, 20s, maybe even some 30s.
All right, John, thank you.